have a guest today. But first, we're here, Phat Dudes Phat Foods, and there's a way to spell that.
Yeah, spell it right.
What a PH.
PH.
He knows.
Yes, sir.
You know, long-time listener, first-time guest.
That's right. That's right.
Saucy Luke, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me,
dude.
guys. I appreciate y'all.
You got to sip to that one, man.
Yeah, cheers. Saucy in the building, dog.
For
I appreciate
sure.
you guys.
For sure, man. We have a lineup here of Mr. Sauce's sauces. What now?
A plethora.
Saucy
A
Luke's.
plethora of sauces.
People get that
all
confused.
that local flavor.
Dude, what do we got here? Because we're gonna do a couple episodes with you. One
Yeah.
about sauces, one about rubs.
Yeah.
And we'll let you pick which one's first.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
So we got a couple of sauces right here. I figure we start with the sauces. That's kind of what started it all for me. Was trying to come up with different sauces that taste good, where you can still taste the meat. So the mullet sauce is my original sauce. It's got like 14 awards won right now in the competition scene, which is pretty sweet.
14 awards.
Yeah, 14 awards
Dang.
on different meats and stuff. So being used in, it's hit the podium 14 times.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go. So that's what's kind of funny about that sauce is I tell everybody it's a sauce that named itself. Sweet in the front, a little heat in the back.
Yeah.
I was
Mullet sauce.
I was making it for a while, with my friends and just doing some like local competitions. And then when I decided, I was like, you know what, dude, I think I'm going to bottle it. I was talking to my friends. I was like, hey, bro, you guys, I think I'm going to bottle the mullet sauce, dude. I'm trying to come up with a name for it. And they're like, dog, it's the mullet sauce, dude. We've been calling it that for years. I was like, run it, dude. Let's just run it.
Like you were calling it that as well, but you didn't think it was appropriate for the market.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, the mullet sauce, but that's what we'd always called it. Dude. They're like, it's sweet in the front, it's got a little heat in the back.
I love it too,
perfect.
man. Like, it's super creative. The name is different on all your stuff, man, as well as the artwork too, man.
Thank you.
That's some dope ass artwork.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, you gotta have fun with it, dude. Like, it's barbecue. It's not bougie. It's barbecue. It's fun. My whole thing is, laugh, enjoy it, and smile. So
You should do that like in wood engraving and put that in like over people's like mother-in-law's like kitchen tables.
yeah, live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, barbecue season.
Yeah,
Salt,
barbecue. Yeah,
dry rub.
yeah.
Put that on a shirt, baby.
Yeah. Well, so you just a quick little backstory because I want to get you back on. We did a episode a while ago and but never saw the light of day because of me eating on it the whole time. But
It wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the right timing, yeah, but we got to hang out and have some good food. But we want to do a full episode, highlighting Saucy Luke. But quick, where did this start? Because you come from the restaurant industry, right?
Yeah. So, dude, I've been in the restaurant industry for like 20 years. So, from serving to dishwashing to bartending to running them to the GM, doing it for a long time. And, just kind of wanted to do my own thing.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to find my passion, find something that I was passionate about, using the God-given gifts you were given to make money. Let's be real, and have fun doing it. So it's always been like a challenge to find that thing. And then, I just really started enjoying. I like technical things. Like I like the skateboard. I like to golf. When it came to cooking, I like to cook. And then it came down to, barbecuing, getting technical with the barbecue, using different pits, different this and that. I was like, all right, I like this, kind of geeked out on it. And then, then it was like, all right, well, now I want to develop my own flavors for the competitions. I'm always stuck using whatever's on the shelf. And, I personally in sauces don't like that liquid smoke flavor. If I'm smoking this brisket, I like things saucy. Some people say don't put sauce on this, that. I like it. But so it needs to work with the rub. The sauce needs to work with the rub. It doesn't need to take away from the meat. So that's kind of how these were born.
Yeah, there's a lot of sauces out there, man. You put that on your barbecue, you can't even taste what you just spent all that time cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the big things about what he got going on is like it doesn't take away, it enhances what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like having a DJ or a homie that's in the music come to the cookout, right?
Yeah.
And then we let him run the music, and then we like, yo, that's a great addition to what we had going on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, step your barbecue game up.
Yeah.
Saucy Luke,
That's
dog.
right. There we go.
Well, I like that you because I just thought, I thought it was a cool name, just Saucy Luke. It just flows. But the idea behind it that you do like saucy, I like that because that kind of goes against the classic or whatever. This good barbecue doesn't need sauce. Well, fuck you. I like sauce, dude. I
like
love
sauce.
sauce. Love sauce. So
So
I'm
in
all
the
about
sauces, because I like sauces, is like the sauces need to be able to, you're gonna be able to handle a lot of them. Like I like to consider, so it's not spicy, it's not too sweet. You got to find that balance. So
Sure.
barbecue cooking, it's all about finding that balance. So, I feel like all the sauces and rubs when they come in, it's like there's enough heat for someone who likes hot.
Yeah.
But it's not too hot where it'll offend the people who don't like hot. So it's kind of it's got a lot in there for everyone.
I gotta know, man. I gotta know because this is probably one of the I don't want to say clean. I don't know, for lack of a better term. This is one of the cleaner sauces that I've used, right? Like I turn the label over, I can pronounce everything that's on that ingredient list.
Yeah.
Nothing's looking crazy
Yeah.
on there. What excuse me there. What inspired you to go like the vegan no gluten, type of route with these?
Well, when I started making it, I realized the things that were in it that had gluten, I could find them without it, and it didn't change the flavor profile. So I was like, all right, dude. Well, if I do a fish-free Worcestershire, now there's
Say
no
that.
fish in it. Fish-free Worcestershire, remember the seashores, you know what I mean, dude?
That
So
W sauce.
Yeah.
That
so
Worcestershire.
yeah. So you get a gluten-free soy sauce. You get a fish-free Worcestershire. Bro, we check those boxes off. So
Beautiful,
those
man.
guys come over, dude, the boxes are checked. Dude, they can get down on it.
That's what's up.
And then, using, it's not fancy, dude. Like I always tell people, the way I make the sauce is I make a gastrique. A gastrique is apple cider vinegar, sugar. Okay, reduced a little bit, and I do the soy sauce and the Worcestershire in that. So that's my gastrique.
Okay.
And then from there, I add the spices to it, let the spices bloom. So now you wake up all the oils and all the spices. So now those are up and out. Okay.
That's cold.
And then, to overdo it one more time, then I make my own chili powder.
Come
so
on,
now
man.
you make your
yeah,
own
yeah.
chili powder. So now you got flavor coming out the door.
Yeah.
Now you got
I got
cumin.
goosebumps.
Now cumin, dude. People, if you ever roasted cumin on an iron skillet, dude, cumin comes out just like you would like craft beer. That's why I call it craft barbecue. You roast the cumin, so just like you would the malts to get an amber, to get a stout, to get, So I do that with the cumin, and then once I started doing that, I was just like, dude, these flavors are like, these are nice. Dude.
That's
like,
what's up.
Yeah, so
So what he's saying, y'all, is he ain't cutting no corners.
Nah, dude.
He's coming to take heads off, and he's doing it in a major way, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I just
Thank you.
hearing you kind of geek out about all this stuff and how you put it together.
Yeah.
Like it's just another level of not only expertise but passion that you bring into
Yeah.
the game. It's dope.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you.
For
I
sure.
appreciate that.
Well, quick story of how Saucy Luke and I met. During the pandemic, me and my daughter go to a farmer's market, and he's there, and he's got like the coolest setup, right? It's like a enclosed all black, cool,
Black on black on black on black.
Yeah. And I'm I'm a little bit like, if I'm in a place like that, like I walk in the middle of the lane. I don't want anybody, because I'll be the person getting my nails buffed at the mall by the with Egyptian seawater or something, every time we're somewhere, my wife's like, don't look. I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, there was like a salesperson. They
Got
saw
him.
you every
Yeah, I
time.
get 'em.
So I'm just kind of like, it looks cool. I'd love to go check that out, but too much commitment.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't fall into that trap. I'm gonna give you another exclusive. Let's go.
Boom. We got a whole book.
All you
going of
gotta
his.
do, look, grow out the beard, get some tattoos, particularly face tattoos. If you really want, if you really want to,
Face and
they'll
hands,
never
bro.
ask you for anything.
Yeah.
Mhm. Or if you want to rock with how you rocking now, just pretend to be like pissed off on the cell phone call. Like, you know what I mean?
That's not true. I'll still try to bring you in.
He will.
I'm like, I like that guy. I want to, yeah.
He knew.
I'll
He
cast
knew.
out.
Well, so his whole thing is set up with all these different pig figures of every sort, right? Like, so my daughter keeps looking back. She's like, "That place looked really cool," and I'm like, "It did kind of look cool."
Yeah.
So we go back, and Saucy Luke was there, man, and I was smitten at that moment.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, dude, and then I mean, it's cool to support local, and especially like so local as what farmers markets are. But then when what you buy is like, holy shit, like
It's
not
actually
only
good.
this is better than anything you can buy. It's not a matter of like, oh, well, I took this is the ketchup made in Cave Creek. I'm like, no, I want Heinz, man.
Yeah.
So where you get Saucy Luke stuff, man. And I brought that up to you for our episode.
Yeah, man.
And,
I didn't even know about his stuff.
Yeah.
Until I tried it, and
blown away.
man, I try a lot of different seasonings, and people be sending stuff over, and you try to get creative with your own stuff too. This was just like easy. This was easy.
Thank you.
The KC rub, man.
Yeah.
I remember I put that on that. That was on that same episode. We did the pulled pork nachos.
Yes.
And we put that's what we used over it, and then even once we shredded it, we went a little bit back over the top with that.
Oh, for sure.
And a little bit of secret. I don't know if we put it out there. There was a little bit of other secret ingredient in there.
Oh, yeah.
But
we
put
it on
over
the rim
top,
of our
man.
beers and everything. Man.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Actually, that might be good.
That was a good time. man.
Yeah. Well, so all right, this episode is we're talking about sauces, right? So sauce 101, right? What is it? Because between the two of you, right? I'm gonna ask you questions too, right? Because I know you know your shit. But so people, what are kind of the basics of barbecue sauce, right? Because there's a few different styles.
Yeah, I would say there's different styles to different regions. You know what I mean? Like Carolina, they're using more of the vinegar, mustard sauces.
Those are more the light, like the yellower.
Yeah, they're
kinda-
lighter. They got the tang, the nice tangy, so sweet, tangy. And then, Kansas City, you're getting more of the ketchup-y barbecue sauces. And then I feel like Texas style, you're getting a lot of the heavy black pepper.
Okay.
So there's still ketchup-y sauces, but they're heavy black pepper in them.
Yeah, man. And then you got the shout
Alabama?
out to Alabama.
Yeah.
Y'all just
Mayo, baby.
wilding out. Yeah,
Why
y'all
was
just
the
wilding.
mayo?
But I ain't even gonna lie, man. That is so good on chicken.
So what is that exactly?
It's a lot of mayonnaise.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know everybody's like independent, recipe list.
Sure.
But there's mayo in there for sure. There's a little lemon, maybe even lemon zest.
Okay.
Saucy. Do you know anything else?
Well, I
that's
know
in?
it's like a mayo vinegar base.
Mayo vinegar. Yep.
Mayo vinegar, and then a bunch of seasonings to get it how they want it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like too with barbecue, like vinegar is just like a base, right?
You have
like you're
to.
gonna
you
use
have
it.
to cut the fat.
Yeah.
Like every time I serve anything barbecue, it's always served with either some pickled onions or pickles, because I know when I'm eating and I'm consuming, it's like I can hit, I can even, say brisket. I can get down on some brisket, but after a little bit, the fat content, I need some acidity. Yep. So I'll jump in and then get the acidity with the pickle. So if you want to eat a bunch of barbecue, you gotta have some pickles next to you. Or you'll tap out early.
Pickled onion, something. Yeah. And even with that too, like you were getting at earlier, man. There's a lot of I'm not even gonna call them purists. There's just a lot of folks stuck in their ways, right?
Yeah.
Where coming up, I used to hear this in the Midwest all the time growing up. If you got to put sauce on it, you trying to hide something or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because those same OGs and them same relatives now, when I go back home and I give them, I'm holding down the cookout. They say, "Oh, damn. Like, where you get that from? How can I? Where you order it from? I want to put that on mine." You know what I mean?
No, man. No.
So I do feel like there, just like everything else that's going on right now in modern times, there's an evolution of everything. Yeah. Seasonings, rubs, sauces, people trying out new things, and instead of just being like, stuck in your ways and cooking the same way every weekend, the same old cookout.
Yeah. Now
we're starting to see people experiment with different flavors, different cultures, and man, making the most of these rubs and these sauces that are out there.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like too when I'm using a lot of stuff, I kind of get bored with it. It's like you cook the same stuff, same flavor. It's like you get bored with it, so you want to try this, try that, or I heard this was awesome. Let me give it a go. So and then you can always the cool thing about it is it's almost like a creative artistic freedom where you could add little things to it and boom, now it's a whole new flavor.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's sweet. Yeah.
You put. I mean, that's the cool thing is you put in the time, and it's almost like with Marshall what he does making beer, right? You understand it at such a depth that you can tweak something like love. There's love. I was looking at the ingredients. You can tweak the garlic powder. Well, wait, love.
Just loving all the rubs, bro.
But you can make those little tweaks. You know, I don't know if you ever had cider course cider.
Yep.
But the way he can make cider and make such these nuanced flavors because he doesn't just look at a recipe guide. He understands at the fermentation level. Like, okay, this fruit will do this. So I think that's awesome, cool. Man. And you can tweak it, and you can. I don't want to say perfect it because you don't seem like a guy that can perfect anything. Nothing's ever perfect, right? No. You said something about your technical, and I interpreted that as you dig in. Like when you get into something, like you seem to really embrace that.
Yeah, I don't do anything in moderation. Yeah. That's what I tell you. I go harder than pay. I feel like if you're not taking up the edge, you're taking up too much space.
Yeah. Off on the deep end.
I love it. Hey, cheers to that one right there. So, all right, and as far as the different sauces go, how do you guys use them? Like, what do you like? All right, here's the sauce that you can be as honest as you want. Do you ever use anybody else's sauces?
Ooh. Do I use anybody else's sauces?
Hold the phone.
What? I haven't been lately because lately I've been doing a lot of my showcasing of my sauces, rubs, and barbecue at different pop-ups and different stuff. So I've been obviously using all my own stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to other people's stuff, I do. There is a seasoning I really like.
Okay.
That I really like. Turn 'em red seasoning. I like his stuff. I like his stuff. My stuff's more designed as like dry rubs. You know, that's kind of how they were designed. Where coarse peppers, coarse salts, designed to absorb into the meat. Hungarian red paprikas for the color. Fresh chili powder, cumin. They're rubs.
Yeah.
But you can use them as seasonings too. But it's been kind of fun playing with other people's seasonings. But yeah,
that's a song waiting to happen. Rap song, other people's seasonings.
But when it comes to like how you're saying tweaking, so my mustard sauce is kind of like a tweak on a Carolina mustard sauce. But I feel like the Carolinas they're a little. For my taste, they're a little too mustardy, a little too vinegary. Okay. So what I did is I built that off of the mullet sauce. So I did a batch of mullet sauce, and I've been playing off. So it has a nice mustard hit to it, a nice vinegar hit to it, but it's not. It stays still right in that zone, and then it has the flavor profile of my mullet sauce. So. Stays on the saucy side of things.
Pretty excited to try this one. I didn't know you Dirty Blonde, the Dirty Blonde mustard sauce.
She a hoe for flavor. So put that on pork. So I put that on pork. Turn it in competitions. Yep. Turn it on pork. I put it on my pork tacos, pork sandwiches.
Do you ever just lace like straight up wings with those?
Oh,
too?
Dude, wings. Yep. Drizzle over. Dude, it's sandwiches. Obviously hot dogs, but drizzle over a salad. It's good.
Over a salad?
Oh, dude. Dang. Yeah. Just drizzle over a salad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a better. Man, I was gonna make a horrible Midwest joke. I'm gonna just table that.
Do it.
I would just table that. But to piggyback off what he was saying, so like he has like an identity. You know what I mean? And a brand. And I know there's a lot of backyard folks that's just, we just wing this shit every weekend, right? One weekend we might be, man, I want all the sauce. The next weekend we might say, hey, I just want dry rub, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I've been kind of getting into lately is just like cutting them and creating almost like a mop with them, right? So I get a balance of between like being saucy, but also like not being like over the top with it too. But that evolves, man. It's like riding a wave, right?
Yeah.
It just is what it is. So shout out to my family too, because I experiment so much.
That's awesome. Yeah.
They're like, man, these ribs don't taste the same. Usually that's a good.
And why?
Yeah, exactly.
So write that down.
Like, is that good or bad? Yeah, save is good or bad first, then I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, that's great. Well, all right. So that sounds like you put that on all kinds of stuff. We got wings, pork.
Yep. So chicken, pork, white meats. I would say, it's lighter. It's got that tang, so it's pretty much designed for like white meats.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then mullet sauce, like darker sauce, like those kind of sauces.
So that's the briskets. I still do it on my ribs, but yeah. Yep, darker meat. It's classic barbecue stuff. Because there's no liquid smoke, I always tell people at farmers markets, I was like, you guys, dude, it's a killer as a stir fry. So, dude, I always tell people, dude, for my farmers market meal, I was like, go get your 5 favorite veggies, cube them up, either you want meat in it or not, but hot olive oil, get those rolling, get some rice going, hit it with the mullet sauce over rice, dude, fire.
I'm ready to eat.
Dang.
I'm ready to eat.
I
man.
was just thinking, I'm like, all right, keep this under 59 seconds because that's going to be a real, goddammit. Right? Just quick recipes by Saucy Luke.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool too when I reached out to you, and that was cool that you were so excited that I'm like, dude, I want to make what's the Saucy Luke secret for like good pulled pork? And you're like, all right, dude, here we go. Started sending me instructions. One of the things that I thought was really cool was how you sauce it a few times. Right, you sauce it before you put the foil over it, or maybe I misinterpreted. He's looking at me like,
no. Yeah, I mean, I'll do that if I'm serving people. Depending on what I'm doing, if I have it laid out and it's at my house, I mean, there's times I'll hit a little vinegar in it and then I'll sauce over the top of it, so people are already getting that flavor from it, and then you can sauce more if you want, but I like to get it on there.
Yeah,
so they could taste it with the meat. And it's just a little bit, and then you could choose if you want more.
Gotcha. I like that. So, how do you use sauces, Jonathan?
I buy them and use them. So yeah, I'm always shitting on myself on this podcast, man.
Nah, he always plays it down a little bit, but
I'm solid with seasoning stuff and all that, mixing it up. But when it comes to sauces, man, I've tried, bro.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm over it. Like I've tried to make my own, and I'm like, man, this tastes like what's the one that's at Walmart everybody be using?
Like a
Baby,
Casey masterpiece,
Sweet Baby?
or something like
Yeah,
Sweet Baby Ray's.
I'm like, man, I could have just.
easy.
No, I'm not saying it's
Easy.
bad. I'm just saying I could have just.
Easy, that's my jam.
That's my second favorite barbecue
I
sauce.
could have went out and got it, but so yeah, that's why I love trying new things.
Yeah.
Small businesses too, man, because everybody's got their own little tweak that they're gonna put on something. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Yep.
And then you find that one, that one or two, businesses where you like certain sauces from, and you just rock with them.
Yeah.
Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want the sauce, I want the rubs, I want the stickers, I want the
Yeah.
merch.
Yeah.
And Saucy Luke has it all.
Yes,
He's
sir.
got it all, man. You got the merch, like the hats
Thanks,
and the
thanks,
shirts.
thanks.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Well, like I said too, like you can put all the marketing. I see it all the time in craft beer. Like, dude, that's a badass can. I get it. I'm
Yep.
like, that fucking beer is gross. Like,
Yeah, the
and I
can
don't say that, right? Because you don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen. But when you can follow through with a product that is like even. It exceeds like the strong marketing effort you put into it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say exceeds because I don't know which one's more important to you, the marketing. Or
Well, I feel like I know what cool brands look like. I'm into that stuff. So I was like, dude, I want my stuff to just kind of have that fun feel.
Yeah.
Like it has to have that fun feel, or I don't want to be involved with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, it has to be fun. It has to be light. You can't take yourself too seriously. The product's got to be good, but you got to have fun with it. So, like I said, I came with sauce. I used to be called Luke Nasty. My nickname was Dirty, Luke Nasty. I was like, let's PG that up to Saucy Luke.
Oh, you mean barbecue? Like that was your barbecue?
just
or
I'll
your
do
old
it.
rap name?
No, they're my old rap name.
Street
dude.
name.
Yeah.
Street name.
Luke Nasty.
Nasty.
So I was like, we'll switch that up to Saucy.
Yeah.
There you go.
That works. PG it up.
I like it.
I'm a
it.
family man now,
Yeah.
family first.
Dude, Phat Dudes Phat Foods, tap that AZ. It's all, it's Saucy Luke.
It's all in together now.
For sure. For sure. So what else about sauces that I mean, I think we covered a lot of stuff.
We did,
sauces.
man.
I like,
did.
I was going to say, I've also tried to make my own sauce before, a couple times. And, obviously he puts in the work, you put in the time, and you can perfect it. But it's not an easy. It's a thing that I don't know, man. There's a lot of things you can kind of figure out. Barbecue sauce seems a little bit more. There's a lot more to it than you would think there is.
Yeah, I mean, there's always those basic recipes that you can, if you got, ketchup, mustard, brown sugar, vinegar. You can throw something solid together. It's gonna taste a little better from the store anyway, just because you're doing it then and there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little more fresher. But when you get folks that are like really passionate about the ingredients, it's just like soul food, man.
Yeah.
Like the passion that goes into it, you taste it, right?
Sure.
And then to make it even, we could say a sweeter moment is knowing like, yo, this dude is a family man. You know what I mean? He's supporting his family this way. He's out in the community.
Yes.
Saucy Luke, shout out to him, man. He's helped out with Smokin Hope and all that kind of stuff too. He's always, doing the farmers markets and you know what I mean, and always bringing a positive vibe to what he does, man. So you kind of bundle all them things together. It's only right to support brands like that.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yep. And you ship your products, right? So people say, I can't get to the farmer's market.
Yeah,
well, bro, I
dude.
got a website.
Yeah, shit, dude. I delivered it. Sometimes I got days off, dude. They'll hit me up or they'll order online, and I'm gonna save you that shipping today, bro. I'm driving around, dropping off.
Yeah, with a smile.
I'm already going to that area. I'm gonna drop it off. And I feel like too, that's part of my brand. What I like is, I like it where you can come and meet me. Like we can talk and chop it up. It's not weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like I want that to keep going as we put our foot down and get bigger. But like even right now when I do my pop-ups, I've already spent 2 days cooking for this pop-up, So my wife would be the cashier and she likes doing it, but I enjoy talking to the people. Like that's when that's where my passion is seeing the smile on everybody's face when they're eating the food, coming in, seeing us, picking up the vibe. So she was like, well, maybe I can put together the food now. So she builds the boxes, and now I'm up at the front. So I get engaged with people coming in. They get to meet me.
Because the food's ready.
The food's ready to go.
Yeah.
So she's putting it together. But it's been fun doing it that way because now she's got to learn how to cut the ribs right, how to cut the rib tips, and she's been dialing it in. And dude, she's faster than I am. I'm not gonna lie.
She's got to be excited. She's excited about it.
And she likes it because she's a little more of the behind the scenes where I like to be a little more in front. But also I want to talk to my guests. Like I have a hard time sitting back there and not being able to be like, hey, what's up, John? Good to see you, dude. Hey, Eric. So she's like, come on, Luke, I need these orders. And I'm like, well, what if you do that? She's like, that'd be great. So we did that the last 3 pop-ups.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome, dude. So
that's that balance they bring to the game. Our significant others, man.
Yeah, they do.
And like I was telling, I've probably mentioned this on multiple episodes now. Anytime your significant other supports what you're passionate about, that's like the battery in your back to go out here and get it. Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. I feel like, because we've kind of gone through some things, and as we've we've been together 12 years, bro, and we're just hitting our stride. Not only with the brand, the business, but in the marriage and the family. So it's been awesome, dude.
Beautiful.
It's been feeling it's been feeling good, dude. So yeah. So
that's pretty cool,
nice.
man.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
yeah.
And that was my game plan from the whole time. I was like, I want this family business where me and my wife work together, my kids, and I have this thing with my family.
Yeah.
It's isn't that the American dream?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're all really trying to do. So
right.
it just wasn't working in some things I was involved in, and then once I kind of cut with that and got doing this, it's really been taking off, and it's been feeling right, which I need, dude. Guys like us, we're high energy, but we need that mojo feel.
Sure.
Like things need to be working for us to just be flowing easily.
Yeah.
Like when it's a challenge and it's hard. It's hard to get it going, but once it's rolling, it's we're unstoppable.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
All the cylinders start firing
boom,
off.
boom, boom, and it's just that was easy.
Right.
You're going through these moments or weeks, months, dang, look what we just did, and it was fun and it was easy.
Yep.
That was awesome. Let's keep that going.
And y'all make it look easy, man.
Yeah.
I be seeing this. I be following this dude on social media, man. He be doing a pop-up a day. I'm like, when this dude sleep and he's selling sauces. He's shipping them out. That's
delivering them on his way to the pop-up.
That's
right?
that energy, man. Yeah, if you are listening, man, if you aren't anything but inspired, I don't know what to tell you. If you passionate about a dream or an idea that you got, man, take a page out of Saucy Luke's book,
100%,
man.
man.
Just not running out
100%.
of energy, knowing the results ain't gonna come right now.
Yeah,
but it's on the way.
Right.
That's how it's on the way.
Yeah, well, that's what you say that it's it feels easy when it's game time, right? But that's the mark of a good to make the sports analogy. That means you work your ass off in practice, right? So now the game just flows for you. You're in the flow state, And what I really loved, and I know both of us can relate to this, is your focus on family. You know, like you're it's as I'm starting to kind of build what I'm doing. My wife is more like, I bet you I'd be a really good manager for your guys' company. I'm like, you'd be a badass manager. And now my kids and my 11-year-old she's a really good artist, really good drawer. I'm like, you can design can labels, maybe. My youngest is more take control. I'm like, maybe you can be like, a CEO. But it's different than what I remember growing up as like, you kind of want to do the opposite of what your parents are doing, right? Because either they're not happy with what they're doing, where I feel all the three of us are creating that environment that the kids are excited that what we're doing, and toot our horns a little bit. We're setting good examples.
Exactly. Dude.
Yeah,
we're creating our own legacy, dude.
By drinking beer and making barbecue.
Yeah, that's right. Drinking beer and barbecue. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, we're killing it, dude. That's the American dream, bro.
That is the American dream.
That's awesome.
Using your God-given talents to generate some income, bro. That's
I like
what it
that.
comes down to.
I like that, man.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
also knowing like where you came from too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, man, the stuff they had to endure and come up through. Yeah. It's only right that we put our best foot forward, right?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's crazy too. Like I feel like where I'm at right now, and like the doors I'm walking through right now, it's like none of these doors would have opened if I hadn't gone through this, gone through that, gone through this. It's like these string of events and things and jobs that happened that led me to this. Mm-hmm. It just shows me like it ain't coincidence, dude. Like God's all over that for me, and He was like, "Well, I gotta have you going through this and go through this before you get to this, because you just ain't ready." And I feel like even right now, there's things that I'm not ready for, but I'm going for it, dude. Yeah. Like it's like, hey. My motto is bite off more than you can chew and then over deliver. Like, I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew, and then I'm gonna see how I did. Yeah. And then I'm like, dang, I did pretty good. Like, dang, it almost seemed like I knew what I was doing. So let's keep it going. String them up.
Figure it out.
That's
pop up every day.
Right there, dog.
Pop up every day. That's a hashtag. Pop up every day.
Pop up every day.
Every day.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, there's one thing I was going to add too when we were talking about how supportive our wives are. There's if you heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, like this thing was written like 100 years ago.
I heard of that. No.
So it's like one of those books that's like all these successful people are like, what are your top 5 books? Think and Grow Rich is always one of them, and it's really interesting because
what was the name of it again?
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, okay. Napoleon Hill's the author, and basically Andrew Carnegie hired this dude and said, "Hey, spend the next 30 years of your life. I'll set you up with all of the most powerful people in the world. You interview them and write a book about like what makes people successful." So this dude's life's work was all right, what is what makes people successful? And this book it's taken me a few times to get through because it was written 100 years ago, so some of it's kind of cheesy when you're listening to it, but. They talk about there's mindset and all these things are still relevant today, but it's interesting because I'm almost at the very end of it and there's like maybe an hour left in this audiobook, and he talks about relationship, and he's like talks about the wife and how all these different people like Thomas Edison wouldn't have been who he was if it wasn't for his wife's support in so many ways. And then the sentence that really stood out to me was that people don't understand the value of having an amazing supportive spouse are missing out on the key thing that is more responsible for people's success than all of the others combined. Man. I'm like, shit. So this whole book is saying, okay, mindset, having the right people around you, all of this kind of stuff. And then he's like, but you can have a good spouse too, and that's probably more powerful. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
There's nothing more, I would say too, is like having that person that can, I mean, it's a humbling thing, like being married for a long period of time, because you really are putting someone else's feelings above yours. And sometimes in moments, a lot of the times you got to check it because you're looking for the end goal. There's no reason to dig at this right now.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. And then when that person without saying knows, that you did that without saying, and then they, it's just cool, dude. It's cool as relationships grow.
It's those receipts, man.
Yeah.
It's those receipts. Bringing them receipts home, because you know how it is, man. You fumble around, you got this idea, you got that idea, and nothing comes from it. And then you start to show her or him or whoever they might be, you start to show, hey, this is what came from that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we done did it again.
Yeah.
And I done did it again. And then you start to show that that exponential growth. Then it's like, oh, we all locked in.
Yeah.
Right, let's go ahead and let's get it.
Let's go now.
Well, for me, it kind of worked the opposite in the way of my wife saw it before I did. She
Oh,
was
man.
like, by the time I was like, hey, you know what? Like, this is what I was meant to do. This is like 2017, whether it was food and beverage, it was the media side of things, content creation. I'm like, I think this is it. And she's like, I know. Like, why did it take you so long? But doing it in the right way of not like, hey, why aren't you doing this? Like, but just let me figure it out myself. But then also when there are times where it's like, hey, I was thinking about doing this. She's like, why would you do that? That doesn't sound like you. I'm like, yeah, but it seems like, everyone else is kind of doing it. It seems like opportunity, maybe make some money or this or that. She's like, do you want to do it? I'm like, no. She's like, then don't do it. I'm like, all right.
I'm like,
really?
cool.
Yeah.
As long as you're cool with it, good, because I don't want to be there.
Yeah. I don't want to tell
that.
you, months down the road, I could have did that for some money,
Right.
But no, that's what's cool is that them seeing the vision as well and helping us stay on track with it.
Yeah,
So shout out to the wives. This is going to be a Mother's Day re-release.
Yeah, as we're on the cusp of Father's Day. Shout out to the wives.
Here's my gift to me. So, Luke, thanks, man. Always
you.
great seeing you, man. So people go to saucylukes.com. You can get dirty blonde mustard sauce. You can get mullet sauce. You can get
that APB, that Texas Hold'em, Casey Rib Rub. I got a couple new ones coming out.
Oh, tune into the next episode because we're going to talk about rubs. We're going to dig
coming
into
out.
all the ones that you do and the ones you're going to do.
And a sauce that will be coming out real soon, and then another one that's in the making. It's in the design stage.
Tune into the next episode because he's giving us all the ingredients and instructions on how to make it.
Yeah. You're just going to have to do it.
I just also thought of another. I thought of like 3 beer names during this episode. Last one is 2 rubs and a sauce.
Oh, 2 rubs and a sauce.
That's close.
Oh, shit, it's a milk stout. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Phat Dudes Phat Foods.
Spell it right.
My man, Jonathan Jones. Saucy Luke.
Thank you, guys.
Simple Machine. Hazy Crockett.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't know I had some left.
Yeah,
All right,
finish
Hazy
that
IPA.
before.
Depending on when this episode comes out, there might be some of it left. There might not be. Either way, come up with a Simple Machine.
Yeah.
Have some
Little
drinks.
something.
June 17th. That's what I got to throw that one out there.
It's going down. Tell the folks what's happening on June 17th,
2022.
2022.
We're going to have a party here at Simple Machine. We're going to have fresh batch of Tap That Easy Hazy IPA. We're going to have Gabo Fayuca. The intro music to most of my episodes, Fayuca. Dude's an awesome guy. He's going to be playing an acoustic show here. And my man Brett Vibber and Jaron Bates, Wild Arizona Cuisine, they're going to be making briskets and biscuits.
I'm smiling ear to ear.
All right.
Dude.
Okay.
You Brett Vibber is
I gotta get out here for
he's my
that.
dude.
So
Like
that's
this guy.
Saturday.
That is Friday the
That's a Friday.
17th.
Friday the
June
17th.
17th. Yep.
Okay.
And I've got some stickers. I don't know if I'll show you the stickers, but I
Nice.
got some stickers to give away. If you guys mention that you heard about it on this podcast, ask Simple Machine for a free sticker.
There you go.
On June 17th.
So no pop up on Friday. I need to be here.
No, that is Friday,
I
the
know.
17th.
17th. So that's what I'm saying. I won't do a pop up.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna be here.
You gonna be
And we have special
One day,
guests
Brett.
in the building.
Saucy Luke. He's gonna be just throwing seasoning on
Yeah.
people. I love it, man. Sorry. So the video cut off about 15 minutes ago, but I was still doing all the stuff. Yeah.
Hey, still, you got to sell it, man.
That's right. So I'll draw pictures. I'll have my daughter draw pictures. All right, guys, let's wrap this one up. Let's get into the
the things. Peace out.